Got it. Okay, we ready?
And now a word from our president.
That's right.
Hello, Keller Williams, and welcome. If you are new to our company, welcome to our company. You might not have seen us before. My name is Mark King. I'm the president of Keller Williams Realty International, and you are?
My name is Rebecca Rose, and I run the operations for Mark King here.
That's right. And so one of the things we want to do is have a monthly message of things you can be thinking about as we navigate this market that we're in. Keep in mind, we are in a 14-year economic expansion, and your only job as a top agent in your market area is to
focus on units and become the local economist of choice.
That's right. You got to know your numbers better than any of your competitors, because you will be that beacon of hope that people run to when the market shifts. And we're already seeing signs of the shift.
We're already seeing them on the coast. This is what we know happens is because of our size, we can see things before others can, and it's time to start paying attention.
Yeah, what's interesting is you mentioned the data that we have. Last year, 1 in every 5 houses sold in the United States had a Keller Williams agent attached to it. So we have data for 20% of the home sales, the 6.1 home sales last year, 6.1 million. And so what we need to do is make sure we position you as the local economist of choice. And when you do that, you will become the voice for all of your clients and all the other agents in the marketplace.
You know, make sure that your market center is providing you with the tools you need, like the language of real estate, and that you're walking through this at team meetings so that everyone can understand how to bring the most value to both your buyers and your sellers.
I love it. We wish you an amazing Q3 and Q4, and we look forward to an amazing next year for you. Have a great day.
Oh, that's Mark King.
That's right.
He's fun. And, oh, you clicked off. There we go.
Sorry.
Hello.
There we go.
Hello.
So we're gonna pass the buckets.
That's right. It is time. Okay, if you're new to team meeting number 1, we're glad you're here. Get out your business card. We do offering reverse each Tuesday. Drop your business card in here unless you're a vendor. If you're a vendor, drop it in up there.
Pass it back, pass it back.
Yes.
There's a lot of buckets going around. Oh, thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
I've got pretty down.
Oh, no, there it is.
Is there a bucket?
My mother-in-law came in the other day.
I'll get it.
Okay.
Talking like, oh my gosh, I'm on the crib, and she's like, okay. Oh, the crib needs to go down. Yeah. And dives on her.
I did once. We're ready.
Here we go.
Mission moments.
Everybody, so every week we have a mission moment where we have somebody that's.
Do your 1, 2, 3.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Shh. Thank you. It works so well. Thank you, Mo Anderson. So a mission moment is really fun where there's somebody been nominated every week.
Yep.
It just exemplifies great culture, just is a great person to be around. And last week we had a winner, and that was Ashley, and she nominated, here we go,
Kelsey
Kelsey
Waters.
Waters.
Is Kelsey in here today? Okay, here's what she said about Kelsey. Kelsey truly goes above and beyond for her clients and her team. She's always willing to help agents in whatever way she can. She's a beautiful example of KW culture. So if they're not here, what we do, grab your phone.
Oh, yes.
We all need to text Kelsey and say congratulations on winning the Steffens Culture Award.
Bust out phone texts.
Her number is 314-540-0622. One more time, 314-540-0622. Give her a quick text, and they always freak out because suddenly their phone blows up. And they're like, what's going on?
It's so good, so good.
But, okay, so this week's kind of different. We have several culture things we want to share with you.
Yes, I just, okay.
Okay,
We have a spotlight. for the coaching program.
We do.
We have our very own, there she is. Well, everybody welcome up Shanna. I remember hearing, here coming.
She's not really new.
I remember hearing that Shanna was excited about the possibility of becoming a PC coach. And I was like, no way. And she's like interested like
This
a
way?
while back.
Yeah.
So please tell us a little bit about yourself so that the people that don't know you can know you.
Well, I have a lot of raving fans in this room. I can see them all back there.
Yeah.
And then there's
Okay.
that one.
We don't talk about that.
Problem child.
So a little bit about me. I have been with Keller Williams for a little over 6.5 years. I have been, had the opportunity to work with Dan Holt and Jen Davis on Holt Homes Group, and then recently with Wes and Josh as Veris Network. I've got to actually be just about any role in real estate you could be. I've been an executive assistant to Dan, ordering things I don't want to order for him. You can ask me privately about that later. I have been a transaction coordinator. I've been a field agent. I have been an ISA. I have pretty much done it all, and I landed finally in a spot that felt like home, and it was director of sales. And I was so intrigued by the PC program that I kind of ran the director of sales as if it was my own personal PC program. So it just seemed like a natural fit to roll into something like this. My background is extensive with education. I went to school to be a teacher. At one time in a past life, I was a fitness instructor and owned a gym. So the coaching part comes out. So I think I've been through all these things in my tenure of life to come here and do this with you guys.
So if somebody just doesn't think they can do more, you're just gonna pull out that extra bit,
Yes,
right?
because there's always a little more left in there. So I'm actually pretty good at like scratching at it and pulling it out.
Yeah.
So,
And I can't tell you how elated we are as a leadership team to have her join us as far as somebody that knows the culture of KW, that has been a part of every single role practically that you can be a part of a team. So as far as coaching, teaching, and training, there's pretty much no place that you can hide, right?
Yeah.
That's really what it is. Coaches have to look for what you don't want to see and have to listen for what you don't want to hear. And there's nobody better than her right now. And to move forward to the next future part of this, we're elated to have her. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Anybody
We
else?
want to say thank you to Brian
Yes,
for what
yes.
you've done. Brian, is that, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. You're good.
thank
I'm
you
like
to Brian
super
for
excited.
starting this
Yes.
amazing program that I could jump into.
Building off of the golden foundation that Brian has set for us.
Yeah.
So I won't take up a ton of time. I just want to share with everybody, I'm not going anywhere. You can still call me. And I still have a coach's heart. I just am really excited about this transition because our program has grown. It's grown over the past year and a half, and it really deserves a full-time committed coach that's not also trying to run a team. So, and it allows me to shift and focus on my team, focus on my goals. So I'm super excited. And it's really, really rare to find someone that has the same heart for others. And I'm really excited for the program and for what it means to work with such an incredible coach. So
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I'm excited.
How about
Well,
you?
and Brian is headed towards becoming a MAPS coach. Like we all know how good and how amazing he will be. We need to give that full time back to his growth, his team, and the future of doing 75 deals or more in the next 3 years.
Yeah, that's the next step.
That's the next step. Love it.
And the last thing I want to say is it's not just for brand new people who don't know what they're doing. I can help people who have done 20 transactions, 100 transactions. It doesn't matter where you are. I'll meet you where your feet are. So come talk to me. I'm in the executive office with these guys. And I'll make time to sit and see if we are a good fit for each other.
Yeah.
So
I would just say talent loves to work with talent. So if you're talent, get with talent. How's that? All right, high five. So good. We have another one. We're full of culture today.
That's right. Oh, he's shaking his head. So, Sprinkle Little Theater is incredible.
It is.
And the talent base here in town, never seen it, it's off the charts. SpongeBob, the musical, is going to be great for any, I know it's adult appropriate. Is it kid appropriate?
It is, yeah. It's like watching Toy Story or it's
Okay.
it's the same kind of.
And Sean is playing Old Man Jenkins in it. And opening, actually, preview night is this Thursday, and opening weekend is this weekend. We have 7 tickets for it.
Yes.
So if you want these, come see me afterwards. These are actually vouchers. Then you call in and tell them you want Friday night, Saturday night, or whatever it is. but we want to recognize Sean for his involvement in the community. And so we will have 7 tickets. I got a whole group going, actually you're going with us on Thursday night.
Dude, my family's going. We're excited.
We're going for preview night, but we'll have some for the weekend too.
Yeah, and honestly, everything I've seen there, I mean, I grew up going to San Francisco, you know, fan of the opera, going to all these high-end level shows. And the Little Theater is excellent.
It's
The level
incredible.
of talent, the facility, it's so much fun. So we would love to have as many of you guys to come as possible.
Yes, and one more culture thing.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, this is a surprise one. This is our biggest crowd since COVID. We're at 58 people and 1 child today.
There you go.
So we got a lot of people here
Yeah,
today.
no, it is becoming more and more evident that people do want to come back and be in person.
Cool.
Get the
Oh.
Tim and Mike energy.
Also, we forgot to mention, when Kelsey, when she gets to keep the Steffes Award
Yes.
for the week, this is in honor of Ron Steffes. And this is a traveling award that goes to the person each week. And then they also get a small version of the soldier to keep on their desk.
Yeah.
So Kelsey will get this one, whoever she nominates next week will get another one. The goal is to have Ron Steffes soldiers all around all of our spots everywhere.
Yeah, this is super cool. It was funny because we're coming down here and he goes, "Oh, can you grab Ron?" And so I went and got Ron. So there you go. Super fun. All right.
Okay.
So broker moment. Jim, come on up.
All right.
Everybody give Jim an applause.
You better flip the house.
Yeah.
Okay, we discovered that if you flip a house, you buy a house, you remodel it, then you put it on the market as the agent, and then you sell it. You may assist the buyer or not assist the buyer, but if you do it, if there's a problem later on, you do not have E&O coverage.
Oh.
I'll make you aware of that. There's one option maybe that you could do is that you could farm out the listing to another agent in the company, not on your team. And then you might have coverage in the future. Now, I've been here 11 years, long time anyhow. We've never had a claim before or anybody challenged, but it's just a kind of a heads up just in case you're going to do it. I've actually thought about it before because Chris and I remodel homes too. And I thought about, I wonder what the exposure is. So anyhow, now we know there is a lot. You get all of it, unfortunately. Yes, sir.
So my office in San Antonio down there, the Heritage office, they don't allow us down there. You know, you get a buddies, have them listed, work a deal just because of that reason right there. It's just,
Yeah, you know, since we had never had a claim, I never even thought about it. But then once we got the demand letter, we don't have a litigation or anything. We have a demand letter. I thought about it and we talked about it. And then, of course, I turned in the claim, which you have to by E&O rules, the demand, and had a conversation. He said, unfortunately, we can't cover that when, you know, you buy it, remodel it, list it, and sell it. I mean, you're kind of on the hook for it. Just want to give you a heads up on that because it could be a problem. Now, we've had one demand letter, not a litigation, in 11 years that I've been here, 10, long time. Okay? All right, so. Second thing, anybody ever sold a home warranty? Or had one on a contract? Okay. You know, whose responsibility do you think it is to make sure that that gets paid at closing?
It's ours. Ours as the agent.
Yeah, buyer's agent, seller's agent, does it matter? It really doesn't. I've had twice this week, or in the last 7 days, I've had 2 calls where the warranty was in the contract and then went to close, and then exactly 9 months later, the individual went to make a claim and didn't have a home warranty. And then the agents called me and said, whose fault is that? Well, you know, my deal is, I mean, if you get a closing statement, do you look to see if your commission's there? You probably ought to look to see that your buyers is being covered too. Or on the other side, if the seller has agreed to pay for a home warranty, that home warranty is being charged, there should be a receipt at the title company. It should be included in the closing documents, and it should be paid. If you don't, you know, this most recent one, they were looking at roof, plumbing, air conditioning, something else. And I thought, okay, who's going to pay for all that? It certainly won't be the home warranty company, will it? No. So, anyhow, I would warn you about that because that's not the first time that's happened, but it's something that you should always check. If it's in the contract, you should make sure that it's on that closing statement. If it's not on the closing statement, hope that it comes up within 24 hours or so, and then maybe you can still get the seller to pay for it. Any questions about anything else? Good.
Good job.
Thank you, Jim. Look, we're running the check for closing statement.
I know. Love it. All right, so we had a special guest planned for today.
And we knew it by scheduling Jason Abrams, that things can come up on his schedule.
That's right, Jason. We were excited to have him today.
So
Yeah.
the plan was, up until yesterday at 3:30, he was on with us. And then Gary Keller said he needed him this morning.
I know.
So we are second to Gary Keller.
We are.
So
I'm offended though.
as Keller Williams, though, we can pivot and shift.
We do pivot and shift.
So we do have an interview with Jason.
That's right. So Jason, we are so excited to have you with us today. Please introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jason Abrams, and I'm coming to you from Austin, Texas.
Fantastic.
That's a great place.
Yeah, we're looking forward to having you here. And, but we know you're in a position of things that come up. So we're so excited about all the people that are here
Yeah,
today.
look at all the people that are here.
It's really
As a
important.
matter of fact, I want to thank you and congratulate you because you are here today, and it's so important that you are.
That's nice. He's so friendly.
There we go. That's really nice to hear. Did you know monsters sometimes hide under your bed and ice cream has a lot of calories? What do you think about that?
Once I got really comfortable with those two ideas, then all the scariness kind of went away.
Wow, so even Jason got past that.
Yes.
Okay, so making a major purchase sometimes is scary for people too. What are some big purchases?
What are big purchases?
What are some big purchases?
Purchases, automobiles and real estate, and we don't sell cars here yet.
Wait, what? Two big other purchases, automobiles, and
What do we know about cars?
what do we know about cars actually, Jason? Got it. Boom.
You see, the reason that the rear view mirror is smaller than the windshield is because we'd like you to spend more time looking forward in life. That's what this entire conversation is going to be about.
Okay, so interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
So we're
try.
selling cars with rear view mirrors.
Let's try another subject. Though.
Total different gears.
So, what is the ideal clothing choice for a realtor? That's a big one.
We think of you all like Tony Stark, and the end-to-end platform is literally giving you the suit. Now, granted, the suit we made you may not have been the suit you wanted, and that's on us. But we wake up every day trying to rebuild the suit so that it actually flies this time.
Okay.
Flying suits, that's what we should be
Wow.
wearing.
So that's so with a really cool car and a flying suit, the only thing we need now is great food.
Superheroes get hungry.
That would be really good if we had some really good food to go along with that.
If I go and I order a pizza right now from Domino's and I get the pizza tracker and I know that when it's in quality control and I know when it's left the store and I know when it's going to get there and I completely can understand and track my food from the minute I order it to 30 minutes later, which by the way, it then gets delivered at a top temperature of 160 degrees. That's their goal. If you were to ask Domino's what matters, they would say 30 minutes or less, everyone knows where their food is, pizza gets delivered at 160 degrees. The law.
Wow, I did not know that pizza was that hot.
That's amazing. And it's nice that Domino's has goals just like we do.
Okay, so now on a serious note though, we know you really wanted to be here with us today. And if you were, what is one piece of advice you would leave us with about our growth and mindset?
Growth and mindset. That's interesting. There's a great book here. Hang on.
It's really good.
Here. The book is called $1 Million Habits. It's Robert Ringer. He says, if belief cannot be willed, how does one acquire it? The same way he achieves an understanding of the way the world works, through the attainment of knowledge and wisdom. The greater your knowledge and wisdom, the more confident you are in your beliefs. By knowledge, I am referring to the acquisition of specific information. By wisdom, I'm referring to insight or common sense. So think about that for a second. Like if you're having a problem attaining belief to overcome something, it's either because you don't have enough knowledge or you don't have enough wisdom. Here's the thing. I believe that all of us are innately born with a soul, and that soul is filled with all the wisdom and common sense that we need to get through life at the highest level. The question is, will you attain the knowledge to unlock the power of that soul? That's the question. And I've spent my whole life fighting, trying to find the keys to unlock the doors that are all locked within me. And they're all locked within you too. And you're going to find people in your life that inspire you. And you're going to hear something they say, and you're going to physically feel a door unlock. And you can't help but feel that when certain people speak. I would tell you to spend more time listening to those people. I would tell you to spend more time reading words that give you energy. And you live in a time where the collective knowledge of all humanity is literally in your pocket. What are you looking up on yours? Meaning, you can read now more than ever. You can listen to podcasts more than ever, and you can watch. You're living in the golden age of documentary. The only excuse for not knowing where the keys are to unlock the doors inside of you is that you haven't been looking hard enough. That's all on you. And this is the first time during the entire human experience that I believe that's the case. And that is the true gift of this moment in time.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's really powerful. That is so powerful. Good words. So thank you so much for joining us today, Jason. Any last words you'd like to share with us really quick?
No, just thank you guys for everything you're doing. The power of Keller Williams is not here in Austin, Texas. It's literally in your relationships with your customers. It's every time you make a deposit into your data bank by caring about somebody that you ultimately get to make that withdrawal of letting them let you represent them. And I just, everything y'all are doing, thanks. You're the best of us.
Let's give Jason a round of applause.
I would say give Mike a round of applause. He stayed up late last night, pivoted like a master, and put this together. Isn't that sweet?
So Jason will be joining us on an upcoming team meeting. We're trying for next Tuesday, but with his schedule, we're just sort of working where we are. And we apologize online. They're still having audio troubles. All the mics are on, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But hopefully you heard the words from Jason. So
Yes. And it was kind of fun because I reached out to like 4 other people to try to see if I could pivot and switch and get like Monica Reynolds on here, get some other top people within KW on. And so we've had like 4 other conversations with other people that are going to be our guest speakers now because of this. So
for example,
oh yes. Speaking of, Karen Brawl.
so the first Tuesday of every month, we're going to have a guest speaker, either live or Zoom. Karen Prawl is joining us next week.
So she's my Northern California, Hawaii regional director. She's incredible. She actually led our leadership fundamentals in Kansas City a couple weeks ago. And she's amazing. She's probably one of the most inspirational women in KW. And so don't miss that when we do that one.
That'll be July 5th, I think it is.
And so when Monica Reynolds gets back from her vacation in a couple months, we're going to have her on as well. And so it's kind of one of those beauties in the breakdown, right?
So the pivot made us actually get some of our other speakers lined up.
It's kind of fun. And by the way,
Don't call
people on the do not call list.
Do not bring demand letters and get sued in litigation.
Mike, if somebody's hearing this for the first time, they don't even know what the do not call list is. What is it real quick?
That's the people you should not call.
No way. All right. Okay, we have vendors that have aligned their business with us. Don't say it. Don't. All right.
Oh, what's the soup du jour? Oh, that's the soup of the day.
Soup of the day. Wow. Okay, so we have awesome vendors. If anybody's online,
Patty Morosky's on there.
Patty.
Hi to
Good to see
Patty.
you, Patty. And
Okay, I'll go through the list here. Jess Bowman.
Hello, I'm busy talking to the baby because it's like the cutest thing ever. Jess Bowman, Bowman Insurance Group. You guys are awesome. We appreciate you. And we're just always here to help you and your clients with any insurance needs.
Jonathan Rodhouse.
Jonathan Roundhouse, 417 Reiki. We change locks for homes and businesses, and you don't even have to leave your office. Just give us a call.
Yay.
And he was there for book club this morning. We just finished Chris Voss, Never Split the Difference. And that was fun to see that.
Adam McGrath.
Adam McGrath, Liberty Mutual Insurance. We love working with first-time home buyers. So the next time you have some first-time home buyers, we'd love to help them figure out the insurance world.
Micah Carty.
Yeah, Micah Carty with Crux Home Inspections. I work with some of you already in here, but I'd love to chat with you, talk to you. We serve all of Missouri.
Help me.
I don't have business cards with me.
I know.
Tyler with We Move. We handle all your moving and junk removal needs. For the month of June, we are donating a portion of our proceeds back to Springfield Dream Center.
Sweet. Anybody else from our home group? Okay, onward.
I'm speaking for Onward today,
Yay.
everybody's working from home. For Onward, the biggest, one of our services that have been the most beneficial that we've seen recently is our monthly database newsletter to your clients. We have 4 or 5 clients that we're working with currently, and one of those is actually Chris. And if you saw our review, we actually have been sending out a newsletter to Chris's database for a few months now. And one of those sales actually netted him $23,000 in commissions because he was staying in touch. So as we're talking about a shifting market and staying in front of your clients, there's no better time to start now. So if you have any questions, feel free to come talk to myself, Chelsea, Tori, Christine, who is our newest team member, and then Monica as well. So.
Okay, cool. Do we have HSA?
That was good. That was a good line.
And do we have USA?
Nope.
Okay, so the one reason we do these, way back when I was a band director, I learned once because we were at a jazz festival and I thought I could just remember everybody's names. So I turned to the kid that's getting ready to do the jazz solo and I'm like, I have no clue who this person is. I couldn't think of the name. So Tyler, that's why I'm always scared to say a name because my brain doesn't do well with it. But people who do put their cards in here to help us out are in for a drawing. Pick one. And the winner today is Adam McGrath. Adam, you get $5 to Architect Coffee Company.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very nice. Perfect. Good job. Okay.
Or anything else. I think that all
I
kinds
know,
of good
right?
stuff there.
Got it. Got it. All right. So there we are on the 7th. We've got Tech Tuesday right after this.
Yes, I just saw Dan Turkel walk in. There he is.
There's Dan. We also have a HUD class today.
Yes.
Don Klepper.
And we got a lot of Ignite stuff. Flip was on Thursday.
Ooh,
Pineapple whip. Hey, Nicole, how do we know how much pineapple whip to have?
Hi. So basically, if you go to the Facebook page, it is in the event, and I will also share the link. Please let us know if you are coming, but then there's also a flyer that's posted in there as well. Go and let me know how many people you are bringing with you because family and friends are invited to join.
Awesome. And if you've not had KW Pineapple Whip, it has adult mix-ins with it.
Ooh.
Not, you don't have to, like the baby can have some safe stuff. But there are grown-up things to mix in and it's a whole different experience.
We need to know how many because they're going off of what we did last year as far as the whips. So if we're going to exceed that amount, they just need to know to make sure they have enough product, cups, etc.
So not.
No, but help watch us whip.
Watch us whip.
Watch me. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna whip it good.
Oh, dang it. We set ourselves up, you guys. We gotta look out for this. Okay. And then getting started with Command, Dan Turkel, again, is that happening tomorrow? Okay, perfect. And then I am gonna be teaching Quantum Leap tomorrow and Thursday down in Branson. If you'd like to join us, it'll be really fun. Again, it's free, but it's gonna be really fun at the KW Tri-Lakes down there, so.
And let's look ahead to some other things coming up.
Yes.
Night in the Ballpark. We want to have a bunch of Keller Williams people there. So to get your ticket, you order that through the board. It is $10 for your seat and your hat, and it's in the shade. And through us, through Keller Williams, you can get your own KW jersey. So those are $10 too. We'd love to see a sea of KW people there because there's like 500 realtor tickets. And if we had these all throughout, it'd be awesome.
It says something cool
So
without having to say it.
I forget, there's our Google sheet on that or how do we order the shirts?
Nicole has created a Google form with a link that you can go in and put your size on there, and then we'll run your card on file for it.
Yeah, make it easy as can be, but we want to have a lot of people there to represent with the rest of the board.
Perfect. So booking it on Tuesday mornings, 8:15 in the lobby. We meet in the morning. And this is this month's book, The Innovation Stack. It was just mentioned by Gary. He just finished reading it. And my coach just said I had to read it. It's really powerful. So we're going to read it right now. So it'll be really, really fun. It is on Audible, obviously, and so if you'd like to listen to the car, it's the way to do it. So good.
Awesome.
All right, and, Mega Camp.
So we got several things coming through summer. We know schedules get crazy, so we're letting you know ahead of time.
Yeah, 72-ish days till Mega Camp. So that's, get anybody that you want to go with us. It'd be super powerful for them to fully experience what KW is about. Words just can't do it. Sometimes experiencing that really makes the
Yeah,
difference.
so the next page will give some ideals on, or some suggested flight times. So you can get down there in time, get to the event and get back.
Perfect.
And again, the prices were when I pulled it up on May 27th, prices are changing all over the place.
So whenever you book your ticket through the Mega Camp website, there is a option to go through and book a hotel through them. There is discounted rates, but I will say, going to the housing authority through them, you cannot change your reservation. So if you are on the fence or thinking you may have to change dates or any of that, I would recommend not booking through them because you will not be able to get a refund or change your incoming date or exiting date. Previously, we have stayed at the Hampton Inn at the University Capitol, which is it's like a mile from the convention center, so not directly downtown, but it's allowed a cheaper rate than directly downtown if you're looking at going. But just know that as you're booking through the housing authority, lesson learned from my time of booking it, no flexibility. So you're in it.
So do the ticket and then do the other separate.
Yeah, if you think you're gonna have to change anything.
Okay, cool.
You guys, Mike puts these together every week for you. These are posted to the internal Facebook page. Please take these snippets, share them out to your database. This is really powerful knowledge.
And Mark and Rebecca were talking about the changing market. We're in a weird mix right now. Because I know of one agent this last week had a showing or a house, 30 showings, 14 offers in one day. We still have that stuff happening, but at the same time, we see a shift happening. It's like a weird mix of two things going on right now.
Absolutely. No, it's like Mark King said at the beginning of the team meeting, the shift is definitely happening on the West Coast where we're seeing, a lot more houses coming on, not as many offers, if any. And that shift is very quick. And so all of a sudden you start to see people backing off in the high end as far as purchases goes, where $700,000 to $1 million here, I suspect will very likely kind of slow down as far as how many offers go in on those, and it'll work its way down.
So I'm suggesting we all play Hungry Hippos. You grab as many marbles as you can right now.
That's right.
And then save them because who knows what's going to happen down
Yep,
there. So
yep.
keep going aggressive right now. Go after listings. Help your buyers get those houses.
And shifts aren't bad, you guys. If you pivot with them, or if you
Oh,
change
yeah.
where you're going, there's great things in every market. So don't get scared. This is where KW actually
We are
excels the best in shifting markets.
Nationwide, there's an excitement. It's like, okay,
Yeah, I
there we
know.
go.
Most of KW is like, yes, because this is like where we win. And a lot of other brokers are just kind of letting life happen to them and not being focused on where we're going. If you had to talk to some of them, they still think that 4 months ago is the market that we're in, and it's not. So there you go. All right, outlying areas, and we're gonna go visit them.
Yes.
Next week, right?
Yep.
Next week. And 883, Mike.
So we've jumped 100 listings since 2 weeks ago.
100 in 2 weeks. That's what we're talking about.
Another stat I put out, we've actually talked about this several weeks ago. It has been a stat about 75 to 80 homes selling in 1 day or less. The last 3 to 4 weeks, it's been 50 to 55.
I mean, look at the differences when it comes to each week. Look, like 603, 633, 667, 693, 772, 785, 702, 883. So it's quite a jump there.
Last summer, we didn't hit that until August 15th.
That's right.
So we're still way ahead of last year on the number of inventory items coming in.
Okay, GSBR stuff, you guys get emailed all this? Do you want to
Yeah.
say anything about
Yeah,
that?
because if you have a broker's license and you don't get renewed by this month, you are no longer selling real estate, and those transfer to Jim, and he'd be happy to have your commission.
Hey-o.
Get those listings.
So please, guys, finish your CE. That is just
Yeah.
no brainer. We have the NAR Director of Missouri.
Yep, this is a Women's Council event coming actually that's Thursday.
Yeah.
So just want to make sure you're aware of that too.
At Relics.
Yep.
There we go. And
Leadership. We want a lot of you involved at the board level, nation, or at a state level too. That's how our voices are heard. Like Blake and I were at a regional meeting 2-3 months ago, and there's so few that our voice really matters. So the more we're involved, like I saw a thing voted down that was going to basically hurt some landowner rights up in Columbia area.
Whoa.
And so by realtors having their voice, it was changed. So the more we can get involved, the more it helps us as a local influence and a state
And
influence.
KW agents are far more educated than the normal realtor. So having you as more educated, protecting the client's rights as in land and real estate and property,
Mhm.
we want you guys to get involved with that.
And that's the whole calendar, which has been emailed to you every Sunday.
Okay.
So again, usually on the first Tuesday, we leave more time for our guest speaker. Obviously with Jason, didn't have as much there. But next week will be fun too. But do I get to choose? So let's see who wins something today just for being here. Jordan Roberts. Look at that.
All right.
You also get architect.
Perfect.
Just for showing up, you get stuff.
Okay, so honors and awards week, come find out who did good stuff.
So all the stuff's been compiled every month. Next week, we go through who's done hot stuff for May.
That's right.
I think what month we're in a
So
second.
Tech Tuesday, right after this, I can't tell you guys how amazing Dan Turkel is. And yet when you are trying to call him last minute because you're trying to figure something out on a transaction or you're trying to figure something out on your own, use Tech Tuesday. Be in here. This is the time to do it. So please stay.
The stuff we talked about last week.
I know.
How to get those things changed.
I can't even. So thank you all for attending.
Remember, I have 7 tickets to see Sean as Old Man Jenkins.
Yes.
It's gonna be fun.
SpongeBob.
So
It shows, just like the times is Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Excuse me, apparently I can't speak.